Hello everyone, this is Modified Darvas Box MDB, and I'm coming at you here with another Labor Day weekend review video, except this video is going to look not on the weekly time frames, but it's going to be looking at the monthly time frames. And I think you're going to be surprised at what you're going to see in this video. So for everybody sitting watching, raise your hand if you do look at charts on the monthly time frame. Come on, be honest. Most of you probably do not. The few of you that do, congrats. Maybe you're gonna see, maybe you've seen some of these bullish items, but for anybody who doesn't look at monthly time frames, this might be a little bit of an eye-opener video for you. Because again, like I just mentioned, there is a surprising number of bullish setups, bullish signals being shown on this particular time frame. So before we get into it, just for anybody who's never watched one of my videos, I'm an independent trader, investor, and I created a unique trading system based on the book How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market by Nicholas Darvas. It's one of the classic investing books. I highly suggest you buy it and read it. And then I've also taken other trading concepts from the strategies and blended them all together. And but one of the key things in any trading system is time frames. So most people look at daily, weekly, maybe intraday time frames. The 30-minute, the 1 hour, blah 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 blah. Time frames are important because when things set up and give signals on certain time frames, yeah, those are valid trading signals. And the thing about it is, how are you going to create and base your system on what time frame to use? Like, are you going to trade on the daily, or are you going to trade off the weekly, et cetera, et cetera? So these are important questions when figuring out your own trading system. So my core view is weekly time frame, but I always, it's the end of the month here, so I always like to flip through monthly charts. And I saw enough signals in here where I wanted to do a video. Also, I've got 6 different stock lists here, but we'll try and get through as many as possible. Get through. I mean, monthly charts. There's usually not that much going on them, but what's interesting was the number of signals which I did see, and these signals could be important for this upcoming month. So let's get into it. So I start in indexes and start going through. So for anybody who hasn't watched the videos in my system, I've got different colors shown here on the charts that mean different things. It's all about looking for signals. What I want is a signal, so then I can look at it, evaluate it, and decide, am I going to trade off that signal? And we trade off the signal based on the reactions that the market has to the signal. We get a bullish signal. If we get a bullish reaction, yeah, man, I want to buy. Same way on the bearish side. If you get a bearish signal, a bearish reaction, then yeah, I want to buy. Sometimes you get a bullish signal, but then a bearish reaction. Yeah, nah, don't do anything. When in doubt, don't do anything. The whole mantra of trading and your own system is don't lose money. Just don't lose money. Don't do it if you're not sure, you don't see it, etc. So here is the first chart here, the AMZ index. We see here on a monthly view, different from weekly. We go on a monthly view and we see a nice, slow, steady trend. This is for income producing stocks and MLPs and things like that. Looks great for making income from the energy sector. I've got some income stuff from that in that area, and they pay quite well. I've been extremely pleased with them. Here is ARK, again, Kathy Wood. Poor pity the ARK investors who bought all during up in here and through that box range. They've been crushed and they've been going nowhere. Any signals? Well, there are some signals here Light gray is inside bars, inside months, but nah, nothing's really happening. This big bar right here, though, does show a lot of the volatility and the volatility range. BZJ oil going sideways. This is a proxy for oil. Going sideways, nothing special here. Now here's where the signals come in. Okay, NASDAQ. This is what everybody wants to know. So NASDAQ, why does that say 15 delayed? I don't know. Because it's Monday. Duh. And it's an index, and indexes on this are delayed, even though markets are closed. So NASDAQ, signal, right there. So an example of signals, here's a yellow bar buy signal, and that kicked us off back in 2023. Remember, this is a monthly chart. Signal kicked us off here. That's a bullish signal with a bullish reaction. And then we sort of went sideways and, had to figure it out. And then the market took off again right here back in November. And we've been moving up higher ever since. And this here is a hammer bar. And hammer bars are bullish. So NASDAQ closed August with a bullish bar. Yeah, okay. So at this point, we're going to be looking for a bullish trigger right then and there across the top there. So this could signal trigger as early as tomorrow on Tuesday. But wow, that's a bullish setup. Now, granted, to create a bullish setup, we had to have some pretty scary days, bearish looking days in here. Price went down, but the rebound is what's important. And let's say you use monthly time frame for your investing strategy. Maybe use it for your 401k. There were no sell signals in here on your 401k on a monthly basis. Well, now you got a bullish one at recovery, and it's set up for higher. Damn, it's amazing. And it's making me think that if the Fed cuts rates, we're going to have a liquidity blast off, which is one of the scenarios I've been thinking might happen. So if anybody's bullish, wow, that's a great signal. If you're bearish, well, you're going to have to reconcile the fact that we've got a strong bullish signal here. Now, remember, if price opens up, let's say down in here, it could trade all month down here and create an inside bar. So don't get your hopes up and don't assume it's going to be bullish. We have to let it trigger bullish, if that makes sense. We don't count our chickens before they hatch. So, but we've got a signal. That means sit up, pay attention, and then we see what happens next week. Okay, Ethereum doing nothing. No Darvas box ranges. Crypto, I'm just not a crypto boy. I keep track of it. I'll try it every now and then, but FFTY, this is a bullish proxy. A lot of red selling, but what is that? That's a hammer. Bullish setup. And who knows, this might have a box breakout. So market, instead of being bearish, so far we've just gotten started and we've already seen 2 bullish signals. China doing nothing sideways. Bitcoin. Oh, this box, that's called premature box. It really should be drawing something like that. And any signals? No, but just not looking all that great here. But we'll see what happens there. Gold. There's that yellow bar buy signal. Market told us gold's getting bullish. Now, yeah, it took a couple months before it really got going, but ever since here, it's been moving nicely. High yield bonds, moving higher. Not necessarily a box breakout on big volume, but a box breakout in terms of moving higher. And when junk bonds go up, that means the economy's doing better. Fewer companies go bankrupt because of their junk bonds. Insurance, bullish. I bet. I'm probably going to be using this as a Bitcoin proxy more in the future. This one, all it's done is create a box range. No signals in here on the monthly. So even though Bitcoin looks bearish and all that, yeah, well, there's just no clear signals on what to do with this. Now, that doesn't help anybody who bought up in here. Granted, if you did, you're being stopped out and all that. But if you bought lower, well, I don't think you need to be scared yet. Software, poised to have a box breakout. No signals here, but just the very fact that it's at the top edge means it's ready to go. So there's another bullish scenario. What's this? Housing, box breakout, sort of confirmation. A lot of volatility, but moving higher. What do we got? Microcaps, box breakout. Yeah, red selling as people got scared. Look at the volatility, but again, it closes with a bullish hammer. Now, whether this goes higher, yeah, I don't know. But there's your trigger line right there. But another potential bullish signal. What do we got here? IWM, Russell, box breakout. The huge amount of volatility in August. Shake and bake everybody out of it. And now, it didn't turn colors, but it's got the same general format. Looks bullish. Healthcare, even though that prick Obama turned healthcare upside down, they turned it into the greatest sector if only we had known. And look at that, continues higher. Box breakout, volume's low, but you can't argue with price. Going higher. Transports, the weekly chart I mentioned on the weekly reviews. Yeah, you see, this is all a big giant sort of volatility mess in here from May to August. If we change to the monthly chart, well, from May here to August, it doesn't look so bad. And here we are back to being a box breakout. So this might be more positive bullish than it looks. Fizz, same as gold. Yeah, I sold it right there. No, No, I bought it right here. I don't have my sell on here. I need to update that. What do we got? QQQs matching the NASDAQ. Bullish signal right there. There's your trigger right there. And look, there's where the trend started and it keeps going higher. Equal weighted QQQ, another bullish signal here, and it's also a box breakout. But another bullish signal, tons of volatility. RSP, equal weighted S&P 500. Box breakout here with big volume in the right spot. A shake and bake as it shook everybody out. And lo and behold, closes higher with a bullish signal. So is anybody feeling bearish at this point? It's just bullish, bullish, bullish. This one, short-term bonds, moving higher, bullish. Here we go, semiconductors. Pink bar warning signal. Uh-oh, sit up, pay attention. It's pink because it's got a bearish flavor to it. What does it do? It goes down and then recovers, forms a hammer. That's a bullish setup. Who's buying puts? Nah, just kidding. Buy calls. Regular S&P 500. No boxes or anything like that, but it's got the signal. But to balance off the S&P, I also look at the SPYs. SPYs don't really have the big any volume, but overall it's moving up. Look at this 45-degree angle. This is sentiment. Sentiment is not crazy at all. The tan going sideways. This is solar. Big joke. But no signals here. No bullish signals, but no real bearish signals except the fact that it's at the lower end of its box. Okay? TLTs. Now this is a little bit of a bearish signal. That is also what's called a shooter Shooter means an inverse hammer. And instead, it's the opposite of the hammer. So like here's a hammer that didn't trigger, because you see, where is it? Right here. Gave a signal, did not trigger. And again, same deal here. Signal did not trigger, and in fact, it actually failed when the signal failed on the opposite end. So that's how you play signals. How am I going to read this? What am I supposed to do? How do I play the reaction here? So on this case, let's create another line. There's your bearish signal. And I've noted on the weekly that TLTs, well, you see volume right here, green followed by big red. Yeah, the market's saying, whoa, not so fast. You might be bullish on bonds, but we're not bullish on TLTs at the moment. The VIX signal moved up, now came back down. Commercial REITs, not commercial real estate, REITs. That is a box breakout on the monthly. Is real estate getting better or worse? Well, as far as REITs go, they're doing better. Very interesting, huh? Who's still bearish? Or are you getting more bullish now? Home builders, box breakout, volatility. And you see this one created an inside bar. That's why it's the light gray. And again, the way you trade it, just give it, draw a line across. That's how you trade it. So easy. See this stuff coming a mile away. XLEs, sideways, XLF. That looks pretty bullish to me. So that is list one, indexes. How many people want to go buy puts and start shorting now? Yeah. I think we all are contemplating, geez, we should be buying calls and getting long. Okay, list two. This is, where is it? Textbook box breakout leaders. Now, these are the same lists. I haven't changed these lists from the weekend review from the weekly, because weekly is my core time frame. But you see, there is a benefit to looking at monthlies. What do we got here? Bill. So Bill isn't really showing us anything special on the monthly. It is on the weekly. That's a box breakout on the weekly. But it kind of tempers your view when you don't see anything bullish on the monthly, like yawn. What's really exciting is when the weekly's bullish and then the monthly is also bullish. Like BLND, which I am long. Weekly, box breakout here, and yeah, it's sort of moving up, and it's got a slight bearish signal here, but the monthly, look at that, big box breakout right there, big volume, biggest volume of this chart's history. Should I be looking to sell this or to buy more, or at the very least stay long? I think you get the picture. Berkshire, textbook breakout. Boom, moves up. Warren Buffett getting very rich. Even richer. What do we got? Chewy. No box ranges, which I could see some signals, but just volatile. On the weekly, we've got a box breakout. But again, look at that volatility. So it sort of matches. How bullish is Chewy? On the other hand, we got Costco. Box breakout here. Volume was a little light, but that's okay. Moves higher. And then we get a pink bar warning signal. What does it do? It trades under it for a nanosecond. And now it breaks just about the highs. And it's more likely to go higher than lower. So if you can control yourself on the weekly and not get too crazy and use the monthly for confirmation, well, you just stayed in the trend and you saved yourself some grief. Not easy to say, not easy to do. But this is what long-term trend following is all about. DHI, textbook box breakout, moving higher. Same deal on the weekly. That's how you know it's a strong chart. LMT moving higher, box breakout. Look at that defense. Here we go. MDB. Now this sucks. MDB had the box breakdown here, a signal here, and then sort of fudged around. It is a box breakout here on weekly, but monthly sort of ho-hum. This one moving higher, sort of choppy. But what I like about MNDY is look at these big green volume bars. But MNDY from a pattern perspective needs work. Race Ferrari, man, just gorgeous. Has the same pattern on the weekly. Roku has a weekly breakout, but on the monthly, doing nothing. RDX, defense, 2 yellow bar buy signals. It keeps going higher. Shopify. Okay, this is one which I like, and I'm increasingly interested in it. We've got yellow bar buy signal, but it's still within a box range. This is the monthly. On the weekly, we got a yellow bar buy signal and a box breakout. Some churning here, and I did try to buy it, and I just sold for stop loss purposes, but I'm thinking probably need to, rebuy this. Find a spot somewhere on the daily or the weekly. Worst case, I'm buying here at 76. But the monthly's telling me that this is potentially looking pretty good. Shark Ninja going higher. Look at that beautiful blue bar. Just keeps going higher. Higher, bullish, higher. What do we got here? Upstart, blue signal, and here's something that's a bearish. That's a box breakout on the weekly. And on the monthly, we could draw like a mini box in here. And what does that look like? That looks like a box breakout on a mini box. Box within a box. So it's got potential. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's got potential. Venom, I own some of this in the income fund. Moving higher, there was that signal to buy more. If you missed it here, the market usually gives you a chance to get in again. And this makes income from oil and gas. Walmart, box breakout here, low volume. Weird how it's between the two, but it keeps going higher. So who's feeling bearish now? Even more bearish, right? Nah, man, you should be like, how does a bearish thought even enter our minds, But monthly patterns, you got to remember, if it's mid-month, man, anything can happen on a monthly pattern. It's when you get to the end of the month where it starts getting exciting, because that will potentially bookend and lead into a new month. Affirm, nice move here, but still within a box range there. APP, this one was fantastic, and then it encountered all kinds of trouble in here. And look at this huge range. I don't fault anybody if you got shook out in this range. I mean, what are you supposed to think, And it shook people out all the way back to the breakout level. Isn't that crazy? Right to here. And then rebounded, and now look at it. It's making new highs. For 1, 2, 3, 4, for 5 months, the traders for the last 5 months here all got shaked and baked. But that's what makes this game so hard and so annoying at times. But it is what it is, This one, sideways box range, CORZ. So there is a bullish hammer signal. And we got this top line here. I'll make an alert right there. Now, I'm not wild about this one on the weekly, but that's a valid trading signal there off the monthly. So, this is telling me, let's just pay a little closer attention, maybe set more alerts on this one. This is the weekly view. Maybe we ought to set more alerts on this one than we normally would have thought. This one, fantastic trend. And now we got a bullish signal. Dell, bullish hammer signal. DOCN, there's a potential bull signal, but it's going sideways in the middle of a box range. Not that exciting. General Electric, who bought GE and rode it all the way? There's your start signal. Yellow bar box breakout. Did I get that? No. To be honest, I missed it. Well, I've got it in large cap stuff in the family trust, but did I buy the shares individually? No. And look, it signaled once here and again here, and away it went. You see, there's a reason to look at monthly charts, because you might spot something like this, and if you find it, you buy it, and you end up laughing all the way to the bank. And people think you got to trade in and out, trade, buy, sell, buy, sell. No, you don't. All you got to do is buy once, buy the right name, find the signals, and then you could be sitting in this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19 months. That's a year and a half. Just sitting, and you would have like tripled your money. And you would have gotten long-term capital gains tax treatment. I mean, you know, if you could just buy right and sit tight. Monthly charts help you buy right and sit tight. General Motors, look at that. Not that exciting. IoT, 2 months ago, gave a hammer signal. Now again, volatility messed everybody up, I'm sure, on this. But how did it end up? It ended up higher and close to new highs. Not my favorite company, but got to be aware of it. Netflix, box breakout, volume's low, but it's green, it's going. Now, moving higher. ON, moving higher. Is anything going lower? Yeah, there are a few things going lower, I'll show you. Roblox, getting set up for a box breakout. We ought to put a alert on this. That's, what is that? About 40, let's call it 45. Let's make an alert. Nothing going on here. SE, the big shake, which shook me out of it. I own this one, but it ended up here. But man, what a pain in the ass. God, how can it do it to us? The other thing, if you're a trader and you make a mistake where you get shook out of something and you realize it's a mistake, buy it back. Rectify the mistake. I did that here on the weekly. I bought it here in March and April. I sold it here because, you know, core view is weekly, and I'm like, all right, you know. But then I rebought it back here at 74. So 64 to 74, I missed out on $10. 64 to 74. You could call that a little box range like that. I missed out on that. But I rectified the mistake and letting it do its thing, going higher. Uber going sideways. URI box breakout here, and then followed by an inside month bar right here. So just because it's bullish doesn't mean it's taking off to the moon. It may need to shake and bake some of the people who bought. Welcome to the market. VRT. Hammer time. And that's actually a box range also. So we got hammer time here. It started with a yellow bar buy signal. I did not know it at the time. I had no clue what this company did, but I do now. And yeah, this whole range shook everything up. But now, hammer time. This one, Zeta. Look at that go. Box breakout. Look at the big green. Green, 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 green. Amazing. And if you missed the breakout month, it gave you an inside month chance after it to get in. And if you did that, you're up almost 10 bucks. So monthly charts are valid. They have good uses. All right, let's get a little faster here. There's fewer bearish ones, but they do exist. So right here we got Airbnb, white bar sell signal. It tried to break out here and the breakout failed. See how it broke out here on this one? Week 1, week 2, week 1, week 2, week 3. And if they fail, it's usually in bar number 4. Yeah, bar 1, 2, 3, 4. Turns down and been going down ever since. This one, A-Lab, I shorted this one. And it looks like it closed halfway. Big red. Not looking so hot. The Bros, not looking so hot. No boxes or anything. No real signals. But I talked about this one, how I was uncomfortable with the valuations and stuff. And look what it ended up in. Biggest red bar of its history. So we'll see what happens next month. But not on the buy list. Sell H. 2 shooter bars, inverse hammers. 2 shooters. And what happens? It goes down. And then we get a white bar sell signal here. White is the opposite of the yellow. And look what it's doing. Just keeps going down. I'm short this from about 70 up here. Coin. Box breakdown. The only thing that's saving it here is the volume's low, in my opinion. Low volume. But I'm short this stock. And so far, you know, you buy the bullish ones, you short the weak. Does coin look strong right now? No, it looks weak. Short the weaklings. Elf. I'm short Elf. Look at that. Close the month with a biggest red bar, biggest bar of its history, and it's red. Yeah, you know, they announced a buyback. I think they're going to need, I don't think it's going to help. But I'm short this one. I'm only up a few bucks, but if you're going to short something, short the weakling. ESTC, gap down, white bar, yuck. GH, I tried this one. I should have paid more attention to the monthly chart. I didn't really make any money, and I wasted my time. This one, shooter bar right here. And what does it do? It plays out, closes down. Now, how much down and how much, you know, I don't know. But currently this has a more bearish setup. More sellers than buyers. ML, there's a signal right there, an inside month. And ever since the inside month, it's been nothing but red sellers. I mentioned on the weekend review, I bought some like right down in here. But I also said, I think I've made a mistake. We'll find out next week. And if it is a big mistake, well, hopefully it's not a costly mistake. But yeah, this is how you read charts, how you read signals. This one, Microsoft, setting up for a bullish hammer. Now this is in the bearish list because right now it qualifies for the bearish side as it's going like that. But if it's going to align with the monthly, well then this will start turning up. NVIDIA, no real signals here. I shorted some at 120 and we'll see what happens. Worst case is this makes like a box range and then it falls out of the box range. Rig, not looking so hot. It's looking terrible on the weekly. Looks like it's getting worse on the monthly. This one, no signals here on monthly. SG, no box ranges or anything at the moment. A lot of volatility, but green also. So SMCI, that is a box breakdown. Puh, barf. If NVIDIA and SMCI are linked, well, this may be coming down some more, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Snow. I am short snow. I traded a couple times this past week. Made a couple short-term trading bucks, but I ended up at the end of the week being short. And again, what does that look like? Looks like it's on the verge of a box breakdown. And note here, for any bulls, red, 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 red. Some guy gave me a lot of grief because he's bullish. I'm like, why? Why on earth would you be bullish anything about it? There's that trigger line right there off of this signal. And it's been going down ever since. And if you stuck with this one, and not easy to do, I shorted this one earlier around in here. But if you stuck with it, man, you're doing great. The stinger, nothing there. And how much time we got? You want to see some more? Let's take a look at a few more. This list here is number 5. Box breakdowns of voids. This is a list I stash losers, basically. Or stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else. AI looks like close to a box breakdown, but no real volume. CEG, that's bullish. But at the moment, it's a little bearish, but overall that looks bullish. So I've made a note of that on the bull side. Let's mark it. And watch what I'm going to do. Come on. Let's make an alert. Worst case, make an alert. Everybody loves this company, except for the fact that it gave 3 straight shooter bars and then had a box breakdown. Only saving grace is the volume is low. Oh, DJT, Donnie, I love you. I'm voting for you for president, but no offense, your stock isn't doing so hot. Ford got its butt saved by this lower edge. Maybe it goes up, maybe not, but it doesn't look all that great. This one, what a beatdown. Yeah, no thanks. Very bearish. Moderna. Signal looks bullish, right? Inside, it didn't really take off. And then what does it do? Starts going down off of that signal. Should have shorted it, but I did not. If you're going to short stuff, try and short the weak. If you're bullish, buy the strong. Steel, there's a potential trend change here, and not super weak, but not very bullish either. Qualcomm, bullish. Let's go back to Qualcomm for a sec. Yeah, it's on this list, but that's because of what it's been doing on the weekly. But again, it's a box breakdown on the weekly. But if this is going to reignite, then I think we can expect Qualcomm to do something like that. If you're an options trader, you might want to look at calls. If you're bullish just on semiconductors, you might want to consider, hey, maybe this is the time to look at buying back in. So you see, there's the difference between weekly versus monthly perspectives. The weekly perspective doesn't look all that hot. The monthly is giving you a valid trading signal. All that's left to be determined is what's the reaction to the signal. STAA pointing down. I really should get rid of this company. I'm just keeping an eye on it just for shits and giggles. All right, last list. This is a big one. We'll try and whip through. But I think the charts probably have convinced you that we need to look bullish again in September. AOI, yep, there's our friendly hammer pattern. Apple, box breakout, moving higher. Just the volatility of the last month just was just screwed everybody up. AMD, that doesn't look so hot. Pink bar. Amazon, hammer time. This one moving higher but volatile. Hammer time. Potential hammer here. Maybe a box breakout on this. Avago, Broadcom. Hard to say on that on the monthly. Police cameras. Box breakout. Look at that. This little guy I mentioned, it was a viewer request. The way the Bollinger Bands are squeezing, who knows? When I'm tracking, no signals. Oil, box breakout, and then failure. Caterpillar, just volatile as all get out, but pointed up. Kava, still have never eaten in one of these, but green, 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 green. Looks pretty good. Crocs, 2 signals, move up. Nothing crazy. Light volume. CrowdStrike. Hey, we screwed up. Yeah, we want it. Hey, we screwed up your computer systems. Hey, maybe they want it. Maybe they're okay. Doesn't grab me. Carvana. Nice steady trend. Not the easiest one to own. It was easy if you bought it here and ignored it. Let's go back to Carvana for a sec. All the big buyers bought in here. And ever since then, they've just been sitting and letting things play out. And there's no contrary volume anywhere. So all you got to do is sit and buy and sit and let the trend go. But this one's hard to do because there's got plenty of scary moments. So not easy. Dash had the signal last month with a bullish resolution. Sideways box on deck. Anybody but bullish on solar? Wind? Yeah, forget about it. Oil tankers, no. Yeah, First Solar. I know people who are bullish on First Solar. I don't see it. Do you see it? All I see is, yeah, we want it, then no, sell. Not me. Inverted hammer, a shooter. It did trigger, but then it rebounded. So this is medium. Hard to say. Moving higher, bullish. Globe. I always just keep an eye on this one. What is that? Hammer time. GME, I bought some of this. No real signals, but maybe it's going to go back to the top of this range. You see, it's been hanging out along the bottom of this bar. What's the low on this one? 22.55. I'm long at 23. So we'll see what happens. Google, yeah, moving, nothing crazy. Hood, hammer time. What time is it? Hammer time. No, nothing there. Yeah, steady up. This one, just keep an eye on that, nothing special. Facebook. Okay, here's a great example of the shooter bar. Pay attention to signals when they show up. Micron going up, signaled here. If you shorted at 125 or sold it, you saved yourself a lot of grief. See how clear and easy these can be sometimes? Nothing there, nothing there, nothing. Well, generally up, because it has a box breakout here on Oracle. Box breakout on Pan W. On PI. Moving up, PLTR. This little guy, some signals, but what I like about this one is just the big green volume. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but here's your signal. Right there. I mean, this little guy, you know, who knows? Put an alert, IPO, nothing. What a mess on that one. Yeah. What's that? The root? Ever since this pink bar, it's been up, down, up, down. It's a trend change. It needs something new, either a big green volume or something to change that. But there's your signal right there. Wow. A hammer at the top of a trend. That's interesting. Tesla bulls. Yellow bar buy signal, but only closed sort of in the halfway mode. Some selling, but came back, but no real signals anywhere here. Vert moving up. Yeah. VST, nothing really there. And the little wolf, that's a box breakout. But look at the signals. Bearish, bullish. So, Zim, oh, shipping, that's a little bearish. So, I'm pretty sure you get the point. So, that's it on all the lists here. I think if you were bearish, maybe I've changed your minds a bit about what is going on in the market here. The monthly charts paint a very different picture than what might be being shown to you on daily or weekly charts. So we will see what happens. These signals have an entire month to trigger over the next 30 days, 4 weeks of trading. So we'll see if they actually do hit the bullish triggers or if something else happens. But now you know. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your weekend.